Thank you. And as you know from the previous meeting, I read from a script have we been instructed. My name is Karen Bernaska, and I chair the Monroe Conservation and Water Resources Commission. Tonight is September 22nd, and I would like to, and it is now 6:33, and I would like to call the special meeting of the Monroe Conservation and Water Resources Commission to order. First, I have to confirm that the members and staff are present, and I will be asking each participant to identify themselves so we can place your name on the record. With the Conservation Commission members, first, I will state by name, and when you respond, will be identified, and then you will be put on the official list. Barbara Thomas.
Barbara's present.
Cynthia Giancastro.
Present.
Ryan Driscoll.
Present.
Vinny Infante. Not present. I hope Vinny will be able to join us later. Is there any staff person present? I believe we have.
Kat Sinenko, I'm facilitating.
Thank you very much. Okay, I hereby declare that we have a quorum and call this meeting to order. A copy of the agenda has been posted onto and can be found on Town of Monroe's website at www.monroect.org. And this is the script that needs to be read. This public meeting is being conducted remotely in compliance with Section 1 of Governor Lamont's Executive Order Number 78, dated March 14, 2020, using GoToMeeting electronic conferencing technology. Using this technology, the public shall participate in real time in this meeting via computer, tablet, smartphone, or telephone using the access information set forth on the meeting agenda. Please be advised that each meeting has unique participation information, so please be sure that you have accessed the correct meeting. Notice is hereby given that only 250 participants may access the remote electronic public meeting at any one time. Access to this meeting using this technology is granted solely by the technology provider on first access basis and is not controlled by the Town of Monroe. While it is anticipated that we will not exceed this participant limit for this meeting, should it appear that we are approaching said limit so that any member of the public is denied access to this meeting, I, as chairman, reserve the right to adjourn and continue the meeting at a later date using technology appropriate to ensure all members of the public may participate. Please take notice of the following regarding this remote electronic public meeting. 1, this meeting is being conducted in real time. 2, this meeting is open to the public. 3, any member of the public may listen or view this meeting anonymously. 4, this meeting is being recorded, and while we ask that you mute your microphone unless recognized to speak, that anything you say, do, or display on your screen may be part of the recording. That the recording shall be posted to the town's website within 7 days, and 6, that the recording shall be made available to the public within a reasonable time in the town hall or upon written request. This meeting shall follow the standard parliamentary procedure. However, I ask all participants to follow these special rules in addition. Please mute your microphone so as to reduce background noise at any time you are not speaking. Prior to speaking on each occasion, each speaker shall clearly state their name and title for the record. The use of the chat feature is prohibited and will not be considered during this meeting if in use. As set forth on the agenda, the meeting will feature public participation. And we do have public participation. I have not received written comments from the public between the date the agenda was posted through 1 hour before the meeting. However, if anyone in the public would like to speak, please state your name and address, and you will be given 3 minutes in which to make your comments. Is there anyone from the public that would like to address the Conservation Commission? Okay, thank you. Moving right along. The first, I'm gonna switch all my papers here. The spiel is done. We're moving right along to the agenda. The first, since there was no public participation, we're going to go right to announcements and correspondence. We have 3. And because this is a special meeting, we can only discuss what is on the agenda. The first piece of correspondence we have received is a zone boundary change text amendment from DB1 to DB2. We have gotten this as a conservation commission because the town of Monroe open space is an abutting property owner to the property that is being proposed to be changed from DB1 to DB2 on Main Street. It is a text amendment. As soon as I get the notice for the public hearing, we will discuss it. We have a map and that I can forward to you, but I do not have the official, or I do not know when the public hearing will take place. Hopefully we can discuss that at our October 8th meeting. The second thing on the agenda is that I got via email was from the Connecticut Land Conservation Council, their virtual conference. Because of COVID, their March conference was canceled. Therefore, they are holding a virtual conference on October 17th, 2020, and it's a Saturday again. Because we had registered 2 people for the March conference, both Cynthia and Barbara had been intending to attend. We can send 2 members, and we could probably send more, but we can send 2 members to this virtual conference. Unfortunately, Barbara is not able to attend on the 17th of October. I don't know if you are available, Cynthia, but if you are, I'm also hoping that either Ryan or Vinny can also attend on the 17th. Cynthia, will you be able to attend on the 17th?
Yeah, this is Cynthia. I can attend on the 17th.
Okay. Ryan, I know oh, hi, it's a hockey practice. I know that, Ryan, I don't know if you'll be able to attend. I know you're busy.
On October 17th, I'm supposed to be on the trial.
Okay.
October, right?
Yeah, October 17th. Yeah, I will double check. Yeah.
That could change in the next 2 weeks, but as of right now.
Okay. Well, let us know. We are eligible. We've already registered 2, and the registration just carries over. I will double check with Vinny if he gets on the call tonight or at another date to see if he can make it. And the third piece of correspondence that we received that was emailed to all of you is the report from the Southwest Conservation District on the inland wetland application at 64 Cambridge Drive and 4 Independence Drive, and we will be discussing that later in the meeting. The next item on the agenda is the minutes of the June 11th, 2020 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve them?
Cynthia, make a motion to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
It's Ryan. It's Ryan. I'll second it.
So it was a motion by Jean Caspro, a second by Driscoll. Are there any comments or changes? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Thomas?
Aye.
Jean Caspro?
Aye.
Driscoll?
Aye.
Bernaska, aye. Motion passes unanimously. Now we have updates coming. Do we have an update from the POCD Review Committee? Barbara or Ryan?
The only update I have is that they did send this survey results summary, so can give you an idea of what that was about.
Just if you can do it, if you can just do it quickly, and then maybe we can forward it to everyone. But if you can just give us a quick update on kind of what the my understanding is about 9%, 10% of the people responded. So if you could just give it just a quick overview, would be good.
Sure. Okay. Just real briefly, kind of things that you wouldn't be too surprised about. They said town should focus. 55% of respondents said the town should focus on economic development. 48% trails, greenways, passive recreation. 36% parks and athletic fields. So they and 34% protection of natural resources. So, it was kind of a combination of economic development along with outside space and recreational space. I'm trying to think what else is important. Types of commercial development they were looking at was 74% people wanted locally owned businesses. 56 responded they would like to have more agriculture, farms, wineries, vineyards. 55% restaurants, pubs, cafes, delis, and concerns and challenges. They said, a lot of people were concerned about taxes, which I know Francisco mentioned in the original POCD big meeting that that's pretty standard. And so he did even put in that it's pretty universal that property taxes always get a good percent of people being concerned. So, I didn't think there's anything really too surprising coming out of it. People do want open space, do want things preserved, but on the other hand, they're saying, they want a break in taxes and they do want some development, but incremental development. And there were some concerns about traffic along 25, but they also said that that's where the development should be. So, it probably not surprising that that's how a lot of this came out. But I think it'd be interesting for people to take a look at and, just review it on your own. I think it's like 36 PowerPoint slides, pretty simple. The next step is public participation, but, of course, right now that's not easy. So they put at the very end just, alternatives that they've come up with, and they're going to have to make a decision as to how to get public participation pretty quickly so that because this needs to get wrapped up and done by December 10th, I think it is. So.
Well, thank you. Does anyone have any questions of Barbara? Barbara, if I may ask, when you send out the draft minutes to this meeting, could you also send out that PowerPoint, the consultant's PowerPoint slides?
Yes, I will.
And then people can look at it. I thought, I think it's very interesting. I think you're right. Nothing really surprising, but it is interesting what was included. The Open Space Preservation and Acquisition Committee has not met. CTAC did meet on Monday, and one of the things of interest, I think, to this committee is MetroCog is compiling a regional trail map that will include the rails to trails, the Blue Dot Trail, our trails in Wood Mountain, and how they connect to other areas in the region. And they hope to end up, when their end result, they hope to take the regional map and hook it in with other regions throughout the state. So that is a work in progress at MetroCog. And as soon as they have it, it will be on their website. I guess Cynthia and Barbara, anything on sustainable CT or sustainable Fairfield County?
I don't have anything new now.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Now the bulk of the agenda is point 7, and that is the land use application, the inland wetland application from 64 Cambridge Drive and 4 Independence Drive. The first thing I would like, and it was the report from the Southwest Conservation District dated August 2020 was sent around to everyone. And I was just informed that, not just informed, but that it would be that it is within our purview to approve the report. Well, not approve it, but to approve the report. So at this point, in order to start any discussion, I would ask for a motion to approve let me just see what we have. I think we have the report submitted by the Southwest Conservation District dated August 2020 on the inland wetland application at 64 Cambridge Drive and 4 Independence Drive. Will someone make that motion, please?
This is Barbara. I'll move to approve the report done by the Southwest Conservation District for in August 2020 review of inland wetlands application for 64 Cambridge and 4 Independence Drive.
Is there a second to that motion?
This is Ryan.
Cynthia, I'll second.
Well,
Cynthia can have it.
Cynthia can have it. Okay, we're good. So there is a motion on the floor made by Barbara Thomas, seconded by Cynthia Jean Castro, to approve the report submitted by the Southwest Conservation District dated August 2020 in the review of the inland wetland application for 64 Cambridge Drive and 4 Independence Drive. Is there any discussion?
About approving it or about the actual report?
Well, right now we are approving it. If you have any comments on the report, you can.
Are we going to discuss the report, or this is the time to discuss the report?
If you would like to discuss it, we will have the report to put on, and then also I think we're going to discuss the application. But if you would like to make comments or discuss the report now, yes, this is appropriate time.
Okay, I just thought the report was very thorough, and it brought up a lot of concerns. They had a lot of concerns that it was such a very long project, and a lot of the things that they had questions about, and I think that should put up a red flag for us as well.
All righty. Thank you, Cynthia. Do Barbara, Ryan, either one of you have any comments on the report?
This is Ryan. I don't.
Yeah, kind of the same as Cynthia, that there are certainly a lot of questions, and over the period of time that's going to take place, I think there are definitely some serious concerns about it.
Okay. Well, we have a motion on the floor and a second to approve the report as submitted. Are there any other comments? If not, all in favor? Thomas?
Approved. Yeah.
Jean Castro?
Yes.
Driscoll?
Aye.
Bernaska, yes, also. The approval of the report will be noted as being 4-0. Now, there was also, we also, just so you know, one of the reasons that we're having this meeting this evening is because I felt it important that the Conservation Commission, as a commission, make some comments on the application to the Inland Wetland Commission, and that the commission's public hearing on the application was one of them. Well, actually, I've heard a couple of them. I think you have also, Barbara, has also been held over till tomorrow night. What was kind of sent out in draft form were some of my comments on it. But at this point in time, I think in order to stimulate discussion, I had said, would someone be willing to either in their own words or make a motion such as the one the very rough draft that was sent out, and then the second, and then we can have some discussion on it.
Okay.
Somebody, go ahead.
I make a motion to, as said in your draft, though, due to the seriousness of it, the destruction of that area, I did go on the walk to see it, and that they're going to try to fill us in over a very long period of time. The concern is that they really need someone who can monitor it closely, somebody who's got the expertise to do that and spend the time to do it over and above what the members of the Inland Wetland Commission can do. It's, probably going to take place for 10 years. I bet a lot of them probably won't even be, still on the commission at that point.
Well, Ryan, I'm going to ask you, I would like, and I, as a chair, I can't make the motion. I would like, we can tailor it for someone to read literally read, so the public, I think we have a couple people from the public on the line, and it will have to, and it's in the meeting is being recorded. If you would
read, you want what you read, because I've got it right in front of me.
Yes, I would like that read. Then we can tailor it. But if you do that, I'm going to let Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara, would you withdraw your motion and let Cynthia make the motion?
Okay, I withdraw my earlier motion.
Okay, Cynthia.
Do you want me to say draft at the beginning?
I want you to
just say from be it moved.
Yeah, from there on, and
okay.
Then we can tailor it if we have to. Go ahead, Cynthia. This is
okay. So I make a motion. I make a motion for consideration at the September 22nd, 2020 special meeting of the Conservation Commission regarding Inland Wetland Commission application 64 Cambridge Drive and 4 Independence Drive. Be it moved that because the property in question contains the headwaters of the Quantic River, wetlands areas have been destroyed and a large portion of open space has been significantly disrupted. And because the project proposal is complex and has a 10-year duration schedule, and in order to proceed in the best interest of the town and its residents, the Monroe Conservation and Water Resources Commission urges the Inland Wetlands Commission to engage its own independent specialists to review information presented by all parties, advise on other data needed for a thorough review of the application, and advise on a course of action. The August 2020 report from the Southwest Conservation District was extremely helpful, but as the Inland Wetland Commission continues to review the application, we believe additional expertise is necessary.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I second it. Oh, sorry, Ryan.
Seconded
Keep
by
getting
Ryan.
beat to it.
Seconded by Ryan or okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Now discussion.
Okay. No, I don't know what you're looking for exactly, but I completely agree with you that having sat through some of the Inland Wetlands Commission meetings and about this discussion, I don't see how the commission can, even with the report from the Southwestern Conservation District, really thoroughly understand this. They don't have, I'm going to say they don't have the expertise that I know of, and also the time as volunteer commission members to really monitor this. And that would be my concern, that this is taking place over a very long period of time, over 10-year duration, and that they need somebody, on the ground who can, really be in touch with this thing on a very regular basis and report back with their findings to the commission. And, especially again, over a 10-year period, people who are on it today, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years, of course, but, reality says people who are on it today may not be the same people who are monitoring it. So they need some consistency. I think, over that period of time.
I'm sorry, that's what I get for not muting my phone. So go ahead, Barbara.
No, I just said that I think that they do need somebody with the expertise. And I think that because it's taking place over such a long period of time, that there needs to be a consistent, someone to review it consistently. It could be the people who are on the commission today will be on that commission in 10 years when it ends. But I think they need a little insurance of having an outside consulting group, I guess, who will be able to monitor that for the duration of the project.
Thank you. Is there any other comments? Ryan, Cynthia?
I think that pretty much covered it. I agree with what Barbara said on that based on the information I've seen.
Thank you. Cynthia?
As I stated before, I think that the duration is a big concern because, as Barbara stated, people are going to come and go on these volunteer commissions. And that's something that should really be monitored by the town as to what's going to occur over that 10-year period.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other comments before we take a vote? And then, just so you know, after the vote, let's take a vote now, and then I intend to put this in writing, submit it tomorrow, along with the note with the motion of our approval of the Southwest Conservation District report, and submit it to the Inland Wetland Commission for their meeting tomorrow night. I also plan to be to log into their meeting. Last time I thought the public was going to be able to speak. There was no public, but I want to get this on the record so they have it. And then I urge all of us, all of us to log into the Inland Wetland Commission meeting tomorrow night. To listen and to speak, but I'd like to get this on the record. So with that being said, are there any other comments? Okay, well, let's go for a vote. Thomas? All in favor?
Gian
yes, Castro?
Okay.
Giancaspro,
Yes.
Driscoll.
Aye.
Okay, that the vote is approved on a 4-0, and I'm sorry, Barbara, I cut you off.
It's okay. Nope.
Go ahead.
No. I is my response. Sorry.
Well, thank you. I think this is definitely a project that we have been looking at. I had mentioned in one of the that when we could not get a quorum because of the summer schedules and whatnot, that we had discussed, especially this quarry, on several occasions, not only with the town planner. When Barbara and I were at the POCD, we mentioned the concern for the area. So I thank you all for approving this motion, and I will send it over to Inland Wetlands tomorrow. And that's all, because it's special, it's the only land use issue that we can discuss. So, and there's no old business. New business, I wanted to talk about the October 8th, 2020 meeting. We do have Kat Sinenko from the First Selectman's Office could elaborate. Because we have a small commission and we don't often get many people, I certainly don't think we would ever hit, we've never got 25. I mean, we're lucky if we have 8 or 10 or something like that. And that is probably the max we've ever had. If we would like to meet in person or do this remotely on October 8th.
Okay. I'm not
And
going to
this
be in Connecticut on October 8th.
You won't be here on the 8th, Barbara?
No, I'm not going to be there. I'm out of state.
Well,
And Karen, this is Cynthia. I literally cannot be at a meeting because of school. They'll quarantine me for 3 weeks. So I still cannot be in any, just like what happened back in March. I can't be in meetings.
okay. Ryan?
I could do whatever everyone prefers, really. So I don't know if there's an option for some of us to be in person and some of us not. That's my only concern with Barbara not being able to be present.
What I think we'll have to do is knowing that Barbara will not be around. What we might do is, well, Kat, if we have to, we can do this remote again, can't we?
Yes, you could do remote or you could do a hybrid. Some people at town hall, other people calling in. It's up to you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Barbara, will you be available even by phone or not at all?
Yeah, I'm available by phone. I'm just not going to be in state.
Okay, so we have to. Well, okay, so I think this kind of decides it. If we know we have 2 that have to be in by phone, and okay, that's good. I think remote. Kat, I think we're doing remote again.
Okay, that's fine.
Items for the agenda. The one thing I would like to put on, and I know we had been talking about this for a long time, is an open space policy, and then also land use applications. I think I'm going to keep, just so you know, the 64 Cambridge Drive and 4 Independence on our agenda till we see what happens. And we'll also, if we have any information on this DB1 to DB2, not so much that the parcel of land is so critical. I think the text amendment is what we should be looking at because it narrows the boundaries to for development to occur on adjacent properties. That could be residential, that could be watershed land, that could be everything. So I think that's it. But we will if we on a regular scheduled meeting, we have much more flexibility on what we talk about, and we can have general catch-all category of other. So the October 8th meeting will be held, and we will do this remotely again. And I think that's it. I don't think we don't have much because we don't have flexibility because it's a special meeting. We cannot talk about anything other than what's on the agenda. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn, Barbara.
Is there Thomas, is there a second?
Cynthia, I'll second.
Okay. Motion by Thomas, second by Giancaspro to adjourn the meeting. The time being, boy, we're good, 7:03. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Thomas?
Aye.
Thomas? Bernaska, unanimous. Thank you all very, very much. we will get, I very much appreciate the time you've taken and the time you've spent on looking at the application. And I will send you a copy of what I sent to the Inland Wetlands Commission. So thank you all very much and good night.